I've put it off for a while now, but the time has come. The green tea gets a new clutch. I don't have that many hours on this oil, but it looks pretty good. There is fine metal powder in there, which is pretty typical for a transmission, but it's like still clear see-through, so it looks like the case is not in such bad condition. There really is some dirty, gunky stuff underneath this that I want to get all out of there before I start removing any internal components to the bike. I mean, there's just dirt and grime everywhere. Here's a table of a few new parts that I'm going to be throwing in. Obviously, new friction plates, and then new clutch plates, and new gasket. And one of the key components of this is, I've been meaning to get one for a long time now, but is a JIS screwdriver. Specifically, I wanted this for the case because people tend to have issues pulling the screws out of the case because they probably haven't moved in who knows however many years. Finishing up getting this last bolt out of that. Oop, there it goes. 2 bolts on either side, and this whole cradle comes out from underneath it. And that should allow for a lot more room for activity under there, like if you know the reference. And this is when the JIS screwdriver comes into play, because these should be easy just to come out. Yep, like that. And the T-handle is nice also because you can get the torque that you want. So now that I'm in here, I'm going to remove all the old gasket material first, because when I start taking this apart, I'd rather have the old gasket material in these ones rather than the new ones. So I'm not going to include that, but it's happening. Day 2 of the Yamaha clutch, and I was having some major issue with getting the gasket off of the surrounding metal, the aluminum, and since you can't really use anything abrasive on it since it's aluminum and you don't want to gouge it, it's just been taking forever. So I've been just soaking it in this goof off pro strength remover, and it's actually been working pretty good. I just got it this morning and I've got most of the gasket off except for this portion down here because that's just hard to reach. But if you guys want something good, that seems to work well. What's going on in there? I'll be honest, this project feels like it has taken forever. It's just one thing after the next. It's an old bike, so very unpredictable of how it's gonna go. But for the most part, I've got everything how it should be now. I should really clean this before I put it back on, but I wanna ride it. And don't forget to always replace your cotter pins. I think it may be that big. That should work. Back over on the bike. Oh yeah, that'll work. And just as I was putting everything back together, I realized why this bike's brake light wouldn't work. It doesn't even have this entire apparatus here. Like, that holds this little plunger in there and it activates the brake light. But over here on this gold bike, there's a tube in the slot of where it should go. That's funny. Then when bleeding these 2-stroke oil pumps, you just unscrew the bleeder screw and you wait until fluid can come out because it's all gravity fed and it'll go down into there. After replacing the clutch, it's still making a funny sound, so I think there's something in here that needs to be lubed up because that's where the sound is coming from. Got that all back put together and now it doesn't make any sound. She's getting one step closer. Now I gotta set up the clutch and then bleed the 2-stroke oil fluid and she should be ripping. Alright, let's go give this thing a rip. There we go. That'll do it for this episode of Misplaced Garage. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing, maybe throwing me a like, whatever you want to do, comment, I don't know. But this bike still needs some work, and so it's breaking up in the RPM band, so I'm just gonna assume I need to do some more carburetor tuning. And then I got some fun boxes over here coming soon for the Cobra, so follow along for that. But see you guys in the next one.